Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about something that happened to me this week, and I thought that I should share it because I thought it was something that most people can relate to. So I met with one of my clients, and she happened to have been in a relationship for about 3 years on and off, and she's finally coming to realize that this isn't what she wanted in her life, and it's taken her about 3 years to actually figure that out. But what happened was, it's a person that I guess is somewhat manipulative and was not supportive of her goals, whether it was personal, for her career, for her fitness goals, any of that. Because I guess if she were to become stronger mentally, she would realize that she didn't need him. So he in some kind of way manipulated her to believe that she wasn't good enough to achieve any of these goals that she had in her life. So throughout the past 3 years, that's kind of a big problem that she had been dealing with. And I think that a lot of people fall into that, and they start to believe what other people tell them, especially people that they care about, and they can't look at it from the outside and see that it's someone that's actually bringing them down and not truly supporting them and being a positive influence to whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. So I actually dealt with this years and years ago. I was in a relationship back and forth for about 3 years, and it was kind of the same thing. I had someone tell me constantly that I wasn't good enough to do things on my own, and I needed him in my life, and I couldn't be without him. And I actually started to believe that on a daily basis. And I remember waking up some mornings and I didn't even want to get out of bed because I didn't want to have to face the day or deal with any of that kind of stuff or even be around it. And I just kind of felt stuck. And I mean, it took me years to get there, but I actually felt like I needed this person in order to be happy. And I really believed that for a long period of time. And it wasn't until I separated myself from that and I decided to actually stand up for myself and not let myself get walked on that I was able to see this later on. So once I actually got out of that relationship, probably about 6 months later, I reestablished my new life. I had my own habits. I learned how to hang out with friends again. And that may sound silly, but I think when I was in it, my whole life revolved around this person and I couldn't see anything else. So I didn't know how to do anything on my own. But once I did do that and I learned how to be my own person and do things that I truly wanted to do, I realized that that was actually the most miserable point of my life ever. No matter what I've been through in the past, that was the worst point that I've ever been to. And to think back that I thought that I really needed that in my life, I don't understand how I didn't see things or see through this or believe anything that my friends were trying to tell me, or that I deserve better and all that kind of stuff. And I just really think that that's something that people need to hear, and they need to understand that that's not normal, and that's not the way that relationships are supposed to be, and that's not the people that you're supposed to have in your life or you really need in your life. You need people who are supportive of what you're trying to do and try to build you up, not bring you down. So whether you feel like they love you or what, true love is being supportive. It doesn't have to mean that y'all are both trying to achieve the same goals. It's just being supportive to know that this is important to that person, and if you truly love them, you want them to accomplish the things that are important to them, and you want to see them happy and not necessarily take that away from them. So I'm finally at the point in my life where I really figured out what it was that I wanted and what makes me happy, what doesn't, and I've worked really hard to try to achieve those goals. Now granted, I always strive to do better. I always make new goals. I continue pushing myself, but I only have positive people in my life that support what I'm trying to do. I no longer have any negative influences or any kind of negative people, because I decided a long time ago that I don't tolerate any of that. So anyone who displayed any of those characteristics or any of those qualities, I basically cut them out of my life. I don't need people like that. And so I only deal with people who truly care about me and are supportive of what I'm trying to do. So I guess what you can take away from this is just try to realize if you deal with anything like that, or if you have ever seen yourself going through times where you feel like people are bringing you down, whether they're trying to or not. In some kind of way they may be manipulating you, but if they are, then I guess have enough courage to walk away from that, no matter how much you may care about them or to what capacity they are in your life. You know, you're always going to be better with more positive people in your life in the long run. So it may be really difficult at first to be brave enough to walk away and feel like you may not be able to be on your own, but it'll definitely make you stronger in the end. So that was one thing that really, I guess, stuck with me, was when I learned that I was strong enough to stand up for myself. I was really, really scared because I had been told that I couldn't do anything on my own. And I walked away from everything and started over. Basically started my life over because I had to do everything on my own. And in that process, it really taught me what I was capable of, how strong I really was. I didn't need someone to help me with anything. And so now I'm not afraid to do anything. I know that at times I may fail, but that's part of the learning process. And you just take those opportunities and you learn from them, and you kind of move forward with all of that and make the best out of the next opportunity and just continue to push forward. So what you really should just remember is that no matter what, try to make sure that you're surrounded by positive people. Don't let anyone bring you down. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not capable of doing whatever it is that's important to you, because you truly are. It may not happen in a day or in a year, but if you constantly work at it and you learn from all of your opportunities, whether you may fall or you may succeed in them, that you'll constantly get closer to whatever those goals are. It makes a big, big difference if you have positive people to lift you up, because it helps with lots of different things. It helps with your self-esteem, it helps with your motivation, it helps your happiness and your drive, and all of that carries across every aspect of your life. You don't really realize until you kind of take a step back and look at all those people that are involved in your life, how much they have an impact on you. Try to surround yourself with people who support you and love you and are able to show it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you're able to take away some advice so that you can apply it to your life. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.